Hello and welcome to Woodcutters Highlights. I'm Andy Williamson. I'm your commentator for these highlights. I'm joined in the commentary box by Mr. Jeffrey Boycott, and this is highlights of the first game of the season, the 30th of April, Woodcutters CC against Morton. Now, Morton weren't able to field a team, so we played a Woodcutters and Morton composite 8-a-side game. One team captained by Mr. Duncan Scott. Now, Jeffrey, what are your thoughts on Duncan Scott, the new captain for the season?
He's not as daft as, we might try and make out. He is smart at cricket. He does think about it. He's not going to change his game and trying to whack the ball out of the park when he can. His first thought is to hit it, and I think that's dead right.
Absolutely, I think that's something we can all agree on. Now, Duncan, as if to illustrate that he's not daft, decided to field first. So let's have a look at some of the highlights of that first inning. And Duncan throws the ball to David Barry to get the innings off to the right start. David Barry's been working hard in the nets this winter. And let's see how he does. He comes. And that's the line. Perfect.
Well, I don't think he's only bowling short. I think he's bowling rubbish. He's bowling like my Auntie Annie when she'd had too much sherry.
Absolutely, Jeffrey. And this is Ryan Vora, body off Baywatch, haircut off Chrome Watch. And then he comes. Oh, that's a lovely shot over the top by Steve there. Used his feet to get under the ball. Hello. Hello. That's lovely. What do you think about that, Jeffrey? I think that's beautiful.
Crikey, my mum plays more shots than that on the offside. I mean, he hasn't hit anything, and good luck to him.
Steve once told me that the offside was for cowards and girly men, and another man who clearly agrees with this is the Morton player. That's a beautiful shot there. That was 4 runs from the moment it left the bat. David Barry there trying the surprise full toss to no avail. And that's scooped all the way around. Oh, Christ, bit of a mix-up here. What's going on? Good throw by Duncan. The bails are off. What's going on here? Well, what's that out? We're going to need to take another look at that. It's a powerful throw from that young man, Scott, behind the stumps. Hyder clearly obstructing the field as he runs. We see Vora, textbook, moving into position. Oh, no, knocked the stumps over with his ass. Knocked stumps over his ass. Not since the 1880s has that been allowed. Disco cricket, strictly forbidden. I'm afraid. See if Vora can make up for it. No, that's a home run. That's gone all the way. Mind the windows. Jeez, that was a big one. Hyder rightly applauding that. And now it's time for the gentleman cricketer, Philip Neves. Comes in. See what he's going to do. Oh, he tries the surprise full toss. It's up. Nicky's underneath it. It's down. It's grounded. It's grounded. Oh dear.
Let the batsman look it up. It goes. He could have caught it in a bucket.
In a bucket, yes, quite, absolutely. No, Phil's not going to be happy with that. And Steve's making him pay for his mistake. It's difficult to see how the wickets are going to come here for this team. Okay, so now Graham Campbell's in. Textbook Graham Campbell, here we go. I'm going to have no problem with this. Oh, and he leaves it. Let it hit his pad in front of the stumps. Not sure that's a wise tactic for the whole season, but let's have a look at that. Yep, so trigger movement. He steps down, out and across. In comes the ball. And he leaves it. No appeal there for either side. I think we can all agree that that's just terrible cricket all round. What did you think about that, Jeffrey? That looked to me like it might have been missing. What do you think?
Oh, missing? It's missing leg. It's missing off and it's knocking middle out about halfway up.
Well, I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. Anyway, unfortunately, due to a few technical issues, the next bit of the footage does not exist. Apologies for that, but the team batting first scored 115 for 2 wickets down, and the Duncan's team that followed was restricted to 100 off their 16 overs. So the Woodcutters CC are claiming that as a victory and their first one of the season. The game was played in the right spirit and everyone had a good time, and most importantly of all, we were all in the pub by 9 o'clock. So Jeffrey, I think I'll leave you with the final word.
And anyhow, that's all I've got to say. I'm going to watch CSI. Thank you very much.
Well, enjoy CSI, Jeffrey, and thank you very much for joining me here today for Woodcutters Highlights, and thank you very much for watching. And hopefully next week we will be able to have a full set of highlights and a full complement of players on both teams. The next game is next Thursday against Woodcutters at Newfield, and I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much. This has been Woodcutters Highlights.